Maddie from Hello Interloper here. Got some amazing news in the world of Blood Brothers. This may be one of the most important updates that I've seen so far. Now, your warlords can learn 3 skills. That's 2 extras in addition to its original ability. So, how do you do this? Well, you need a max level familiar. This familiar can be of any evolution, but what you have to keep in mind is that this familiar will be absorbed by your warlord in order to teach it that new ability. So, to give an example, I will talk about the Golden Lance, because this is my main warlord. So, the Golden Lance, he's very agi based. As you can see, he has a very high agility, and his ability is Scythe Storm. Now, if I had the Golden Lance, which I do, I would want to teach it some agility related abilities, because I have 2 ability slots that are open now. So I would take something like Adonis the Poet, who has Grace of Winds 2. Grace of Winds 2 increases agi of all familiars, and that's pretty nice. So I would want to teach that. All I'd have to do is get Adonis the Poet 2, Adonis the Bard 2. It doesn't really matter. It just has to be max level. And I would go to Blood Brothers, and from there, including Empower and Evolve, and of course just the normal right of Blood Brothers, they have officially added Add Skill. So I would choose my Warlord, and then choose my max level Adonis of any evolution, and that familiar would be absorbed into my Warlord. In other words, I would lose my Adonis, but my Warlord, the Golden Lance, will now have Grace of Winds level 1. So then, of course, I would have to get Shades or whatever, use the Pact of Blood Brothers to raise that to level 20. But the nice part is now my Golden Lance will have multiple abilities. And then, of course, the last open slot, I'd probably want to do something like Rush, or I could do Scythe Storm again. You can actually have the same skill in all 3 slots to have it happen more often. Now, on the other hand, that might not be such a good idea, in the sense that maybe I want my Golden Lance to also be tailored towards raid boss events, because, you can't get rid of your warlord in a raid boss sort of configuration. Your Golden Lance, your Warlord, will always be in your setup. You can't remove it from your line. So, let's say I would want to give him something like Rush, so that way he can cause damage to a raid boss correctly, multiple hits. But the amazing part about this whole thing is that you can teach a high attack warrior, such as the Red Samurai, or the Black Brute, or I believe the White Knight also has a high attack. Unfortunately, it doesn't say high attack and defense. That you can teach any of these guys Berserk to do a massive amount of damage. Now, some things like the Green Healer, you can teach her something like Odin's ability. Let me search up Odin. Flash of Rage is influenced by wisdom. Because she has a high wisdom, she can now use Odin's ability. Of course, you'd have to absorb it in Odin, which is very expensive, but hey, that's pretty nice. So now, officially, your Warlord has become even more useful than before. So this is a great opportunity to make your Warlord an amazing powerhouse of crazy abilities. And keep in mind, multiple skill procs, very nice. I quite enjoy having my Golden Lance as of now use Grace of Winds 2, and then use Scythe Storm. Oof, a lot of damage. Of course, I still have to teach it Rush, but that'll be my complete Golden Lance setup. And of course, because every different Warlord has different specifications for which stats are stronger, you can tailor it towards that way and have fun with it. Just keep in mind, and this is the most important thing, that the familiar that has that ability will be absorbed. It will go away, you'll never get it back. Don't be stupid and accidentally use your really good Gizlandi to teach your guy Berserk and then wonder where your Gizlandi went. So, don't panic if that happens, because you just didn't listen to it the right way. And the devs or admins or whatever you call them actually have admitted that they didn't explain that well enough because people were wondering where their things went. So they did put an announcement and raise the price of actually teaching a skill. Seeing that we all probably have millions of gold as it is, it doesn't really matter. So make sure you check out Blood Brothers if you haven't taught your guys this already. And happy gaming. Until next time.